What is good, everybody? This is the Generation 71 on day 3 of uploading for as long as I can. Yeah, definitely. First couple days have been really difficult if you guys have been tuning in. The first one I felt was like okay, but that one was already kind of planned. And then the second day, uploaded it at my time, 10:30 at night. So I still made it. It's still technically counted, even though some people on the East Coast like, well, technically it's already like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. It's like, okay, that's fair. You're right. It's all good. So yeah, this uploading sequence has definitely changed a bit, even in the couple days. I know it's only like day 3, but it's changed a lot. So, but again, guys, like if you're not like privy to it yet, yes, I am attempting to upload every day for as long as I can. Inspired by another YouTuber. He just not recently, but almost 3 months now, left his job. Well, left because of the pandemic, and decided to make YouTube his full-time career by uploading daily. And he's been doing really well with it. And I just wanted to do it as a challenge. Obviously, nowhere near his volume of subscribers. So hey, on that topic, if you guys want to help me out, my goal for this year is at least to beat my all-time record of like 10,000 subscribers on one channel. So definitely hit the subscribe button down below, like, share it with your friends, help me out. Definitely it's going to be a journey. I'm interested to see what we can do. So but on that topic, today's video, middle of the week video, is actually more based on, again, my writer's block and kind of just seeing how the YouTube algorithm works in a sense. So, and just content in general, I guess. I don't know. This is going to be kind of a rambling video, but it is also something where it's going to help explain my side of it a little bit, being on both sides of, hey, I used to make content, I want to make content again, but as well as actually being somebody who watches a ton of content, and at the end of the day, I'd love to also be able to do all that type of content, but I also know it's kind of, I don't know, a death of a channel scenario, because most of the time you want to focus on something to help grow, and then once you are at a decent place where you have people that are there for you and the content, then you can start branching out to other content, and they'll still watch because they were there for you too, which I'm nowhere near that. So, but on the viewer side of it, it's crazy just how much content is out there and just how much effort people put into stuff and how much they don't. Like, so right now my stuff is still very bare minimum because I'm still trying to work up my stamina, but I've just seen so many good things as of late, and it's crazy because you would think me being a part of the gaming community is like, oh, I just stick with gaming. No, I watch almost everything. Let me kind of explain my two branches. So recently I discovered, I call it this, they probably call it something else because it's something in Japan, but it's a dystopian electronica. And the first video I ended up watching was they actually had a bunch of barcodes on a wall, like barcodes you would scan for like shopping, and then they had the scanners, but then the barcodes would be warped in a way when they were scanning, it actually sounded a little bit like techno, which is really, really cool. So digging down deep into it, then the next video I saw, and I still have yet to fully explore the implications of this channel, is they had a tube TV, and I'm assuming they had to do something with the magnets, but then they had like a guitar neck strapped onto it, and they were just simulating so many different instruments. It was amazing. So, but there's goes to show you, it's like, wow, that's like a part of YouTube most people would probably never even think of looking into, you know what I mean? And then I go all the way to the other side, and I say the other side, there's like so many sides, like there's so many sides at the circle. It's like Mr. Poe was like, all these squares make a circle, all these squares make a circle because of all the corners. So on the other side of it, I am subscribed to this channel where this person is essentially, and I know but essentially those are my filler words. I'm still working on it, bear with me. There you go, right there. This channel, what they do is that they just look into interrogations with murderers, just criminals in general, and they observe the interviews and saying, hey, this is what the interviewee is doing, and this is where the interviewer is trying to contradict them, catch them in a lie, yada yada yada. And so it's, again, like one of those things, like content up the wazoo recently, and I am kind of ashamed to admit this, but also not, because I've actually learned a lot of cool things from it. I downloaded TikTok a couple months ago, And TikTok, even that form of media, like I understand why some of the new generations actually love it, but even I've seen our older generations have a good time with it too. I know a YouTuber, and I'm trying not to call out any names, but a bigger YouTuber, he does news stuff. He said that for the most part, because he looks at it daily news and such, and it's all sad that TikTok's one of the few platforms that actually gives him joy, gives him a reason to smile. And I kind of get that, because even my Twitter's starting to just become garbage. I mean, and then with Twitch, I guess Twitch is the only one that, even though I have grown with, because I still remember when Twitch was still partially Justin TV as well. I guess I'm still not getting it, that, or I'm looking in the wrong places for stuff, because like I see some people streaming, and I'm not saying they're not bad, I'm not enjoying them. So the popular stuff goes away, so then I try to go into niche stuff. So I think the other day, so I love Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door, right? I ended up going into one of their channels, or the channel, and seeing who was streaming, and everybody was doing speedruns. And again, nothing against speedruns. I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. But it's not something I personally have been fond of, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what I'm trying to say here specifically. But just when it comes to the Twitch side of things, content, I still respect it, but I still get to understand it. And I think that's where a lot of people get into these arguments of, like, oh, Twitch is better, YouTube's better, Mixer died, and all that. As far as content, because content comes in many forms. Like I said, even TikTok, I'm starting to understand why people like it, and I've learned also a lot from it. So coming from that side as like a viewer, coming into a content creator, that has also not really helped my writer's block, because there's so many things I want to work on, but I know it's also contradicting with the rational or the experienced side of me saying, hey, this isn't a good idea, this is not how you grow a channel, because you're just essentially trying to build a community, which I want to build a community, but you're essentially going from nothing, trying to make something. I'm essentially putting obstacles in front of myself that I don't need to be doing. And so that's why a lot of this first couple weeks is going to be a lot of sporadic videos, just hitting stuff on the wall, because again, like the Pokemon card thing from yesterday, if you guys haven't watched that, there's probably going to be a card here or something like that. The Pokemon card thing was, again, just, I work in the business where I have to deal with Pokemon cards. Not only that, but it's a small part of it. But while just seeing it come up in my YouTube feed, like, oh man, there's people doing these like 200 box openings and such. So it's like, okay, sure, let's try it. Like, I'd be interested in it. Maybe I get something cool. Maybe there's an explosion. I've still yet to actually look at those cards. I still don't know if I have like really good cards or not, whatever. So it's a lot of, that's why just getting it out of my system, trying to make sure that I'm satisfied creatively, and then at the end of the day, if I can find something that I really did enjoy that I can actually build up upon. So, and it's crazy because then you see other people, and I will name out some specific ones. So Moist Critical, he's one that, for better or for worse, there's some videos that I love of him, some videos that I hate from him, but either, it's his channel, he gets to do what he wants to do with it, you know what I mean? But he is a prime example of, again, he has built up that community for so long that it doesn't matter what he does. I'm not going to demonetize his video. Let's just say he buys certain things and does certain challenges with them, and he's in his right to do so, and people enjoy that. He does the Pokemon card things. He does that. He spends nights on YouTube looking up some of the weirdest things. I think, in a way, he kind of inspired me to look up random stuff, too, and just talk about the community with it. So, I guess, in a sense, that's kind of what I want. Just more of a community, more than of like, hey, he's the Pokemon channel, or he's the video game channel, or he's the conspiratory channel. I just want to be able to be me. And funny enough, that's also something that I've been struggling with as far as who I am. And this is kind of getting to a personal level, but I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know who I am as a personality if I were, because I like to say I'm just chill, laid back, and make a random quip. But then now, especially in this day and age where a ton of people are at home, is this gonna stop? Let's find out. Yeah, you have more people at home, so you have a lot more people attempting to do this. I've seen actually so much more advertising for like streaming YouTube, microphones, camera setups, green screens than I have ever before. So you have a lot more people competing for this spotlight or whatever, which I think is kind of interesting. It's been a long time coming because I remember when, again, people did this YouTube thing all just for fun, you know, and now money is expected and Twitch money is expected, yada, yada, yada. So when you have a lot more competition, a lot more people have a drive, it's like, well, it's going to be interesting to see where I can find, like, with my personality. And there was a little bit of a jump cut, and I actually I got informed, yeah, like this just in now. I was browsing Twitter a little bit, and then apparently yet another YouTuber is being accused of certain things that they shouldn't have been doing, and it just seems like a daily basis at this point. So it's like all old personalities are coming out as just not necessarily very good people. So times are changing, man. Yeah, that took a dark turn. Yeah, one jump cut and everything just changes. So but that's kind of where I stand. Like I said, kind of where this channel stands. So you call this kind of like a channel update type of thing. I'm still going to be me. Still going to do what I do best. And that's just talk to you sexy people. Okay, no, okay, you sexy. Especially after what I learned on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever. So, but yeah, again, if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe, hit the bell. It's weird. I'm okay with saying, hey, subscribe, hey, hit that bell. I hate that. I hate the fact that you have to hit the bell. Why not just hit one thing, you know? So that's an old argument. That's an old ass argument. So, but yeah, if you guys are excited, definitely tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go into the Luigi conspiracy. It's not really a conspiracy, but it's something, again, I had planned for Halloween originally. So it's something I want to just finally just get out of my head. It won't be as high production value, but something, again, just got to get out of my head. And just remember to check out the other two videos. The first video, January, was me just kind of showing a project I had 2 years in the making. And then yesterday's video was the Pokemon card video. Woohoo! You'll see the end screen here, or not the end screen, but you'll see the videos pop up here in a second. So, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Generation 71. We'll catch you guys later.